Very good morning, evening, afternoon to all our viewers, and welcome to this podcast with the one and only Director of Imperial Media and Minister for Imperial Education, Hasham. I'm going to start sharing my screen now.
Hello.
There we go. It should appear shortly. Alright, so yeah, welcome to this podcast, as I said. Um, if everyone could just make sure
Hello.
that all the live stream settings are perfect, because there were some issues earlier with the thing, that's why we were slightly late. Not very much, just slightly. I'm also going to open YouTube on my phone just in case. So,
All
the
right.
main point of this podcast is that it's live, right? So, we want questions from you guys. We want you guys to participate with us. We want you guys to ask questions. So, of course, I have a couple of, or maybe three or four questions that I have already, but I'm going to be looking for questions from you, basically. So, with that, let's get started. Hasham, uh, very good
Hi, guys.
afternoon and welcome to our podcast. So, anything you'd like to
Th-
say, or I'll
Thank you.
start off proceedings here.
I just want to say hello to everyone that's watching, and I hope you guys are having a good day so far. And that's pretty much it that I
All
wanted to
right,
say so
so
far.
without further delay, let's just get into what we are doing. So, Hasham, right, so we know your positions. Can you just tell our viewers what your positions are basically?
Okay, so I am the executive director of the Imperial Media. So I lead the department of Imperial Media, and I'm the Minister of Imperial Education, which leads the MI.
Right, I see. So, a few of our viewers may have a question. What is it exactly that the Ministry of Imperial Education does?
Sorry for that. So the Ministry of Imperial Education is a subdivision or department that teaches people many skills in HI that helps them. We teach people how to guard, how we teach them l- things about Imperial law and how they can become good lawyers and like how like just like basic knowledge of like Imperial law and how they can use that knowledge in the courthouse.
Yeah.
And our most popular program we teach is the the knighthood education program that teaches people how to become duchy and division and officers. Can you pause this podcast for like 1 minute, please?
I am not sure if I can do that if YouTube has a system such. Okay, I'll just. Okay, I did it. You can go ahead. So, to our viewers, just 1 second. There were some issues with Imperial Guard out here. So in the meanwhile, while we are waiting on certain issues that are happening in game here, I would like to ask our viewers to send questions. So look, to be very honest with you all, I need to make this podcast last for 1 hour approximately. Okay, or till you get bored, whichever is earlier. Anyways, I need questions from you all. I need you to be interactive with us. That is the whole point of making this live. We know you have a lot of questions for someone like Hasham, and we want you to send them to us. Okay, I have some 4 or 5 questions which I have prepared in advance, which I have told Hasham in advance, so he's prepared for that. What's the fun in that? We want questions. We want um, answers that he's not prepared for yet. So please send in such questions.
Alright, yeah, we could continue.
Alright, let me just enable video capture again. Transition. Alright, guys, we are back live. Alright, anyways, we are back live. So, as we were there before the break, Hasham, you were talking to us about how MI is, helping new Imperials trying to get into the setup, trying to teach them about law. And you were saying that your most popular program is the Duchy program. So, regarding the Duchy program, I wanted to ask you. So, I read the perks the other day, of course, and the perks said that you get basically free entry into any Duchy. So, if you recall,
Yes.
before some time, before I think about 4 6 months back, there was a lot of Duchy hopping that was going on, and people were just switching into duchies, which led to duchies enforcing a strict discharge rule as well. So, don't you think you are promoting duchy hopping by introducing such
No.
a program?
The goal behind this is um what happened?
No, I slept. I'm still here.
Oh, okay. So the goal behind the Dutch education program is it's so we can prepare people to be skilled knights, and the duchies that need those skilled knights, they can quickly join them if they see opportunity with a duchy that needs like officers, and they can like find an opportunity there. They can use that system and go there quickly, and hopefully they rank up there and help that duchy improve. That's my main philosophy behind it. Also, we have measures to prevent duchy hopping. So we have 2 week cooldown before you can use the perk. And obviously, you have to follow the discharge requirements from the duchy too. So we thought about all of this.
Right.
That's the main
So,
philosophy. Yeah.
yeah. So, as you know, there was a comment a while ago, okay, regarding your status. Okay, so this is the popular opinion. This is not uh, my opinion, of course. Um, you in Imperial Media, of course, I was myself the director, and in the Ministry for Imperial Education, as we believe as an outsider that Mingo had set up the entire program. So people are telling that you got things served on a silver platter. So what do you have to say about that?
Okay, that's pretty ironic because when I got MI right, it was completely dead. Okay,
Right.
when I got I believe we had like a total of 6 instructors with no other higher command. So it was just me and me alone, and I had to fix MI, and it was pretty dead, unorganized. And when people say that I got it on a silver platter, it's completely wrong. Over the past few months that I've led MI, I've completely changed it with its old IEEC stuff. Changed like the thing that Mingo had. I changed that and expanded into 4 programs, but then we had to remove the combat program. So over the past few months, me and my high command have worked together to make MI better. Also, like I said again, when I became the minister, MI did not have any high command, and it's really hard to get like proper high command, and especially in a proper like a important institution like the MI
Yeah, I agree.
Academy.
I agree.
I had to really like think that who would be a good fit for high command. So it was really hard. And when I first became the minister, I did not have that much support from other people in HR. And I wasn't that well known. Like I was known from media, but I was never like that popular or that influential. So it was really hard, but now I have like grasped the ways of like the minister. So like like the thing I'm saying is I wasn't served am I in a silver plate, and I had to work really hard to like fix it. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, it is but apparent that the work of high command in any organization is always underappreciated. It goes under the radar because the work that high
Yeah, I
command do
agree.
is often behind the scenes, and it's not something that is out and out there in the public, so it may go under the radar sometimes, and we understand that. Right, so we have a question from a subscriber that what is your opinion on the economic crisis? I believe he means the Taylor situation right now. And what do you think is the fix to
Oh,
this?
I believe that Taylor should be deleted for the time being, and the
Right,
development teams should really use all of the resources and create a better economy for the game where people
right,
can trade and people can use their Thaler to buy stuff. Like you can buy armor, special tools with Thaler, or
right,
they can like upgrade their weapons with Thaler.
correct. So yeah, even I believe that.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Please continue.
sorry. I also believe there should be like a job system in games, so people could go work at a stall or something like that, and they get
Correct,
paid.
correct.
Or like people that like enlist into HRE, like are like soldiers of the empire. They get like a base pay of like 20 thaler or something like that per 30 minutes or something in game. That would be really cool.
Right. Yeah. So as our viewer rightly describes it, it's basically the situation right now is, what is called in the real life world hyperinflation, and it's basically just printing
Yeah.
money. That is correct. I believe the horse idea. The what I believe. Just give me 1 second.
It's so funny when somebody comes at everybody, like all of the IG people and like the media people that are guarding a podcast just get like alerted. It's so funny.
Yeah. Just wait. Let me just repeat to the members. Podcast
Yeah.
area is off limits. Okay. Anyways, so one of our viewers is asking what can you expect for the winter updates, but I don't think Mr. Red Panda that Hasham is the right guy to answer it. He's not a developer, but I can of course ask him what does the media and MIE have planned for the winter season.
Okay. 1 second. So media will continue. I mean, like MI will continue to do what it's doing right now because MI is an academy and we don't really plan to do anything special for winter. I might do something that I have to think. But media, I have a lot of plans for the winter season.
Right,
Firstly, I plan to do daily winter tasks. So every
right,
day I will announce like people will have to do something in game. to like climb the highest point in the Empire roleplay game and
Okay.
send me a screenshot in a special logs channel, okay? And
Okay. Okay.
then at the end of the day, what I will do is we will do a draw, like we'll spin a wheel, and one person that did the task will get a prize, so they can get
Right.
the Robux or like a Game Pass or anything, no?
Right.
And we will do this till like the end of the year, hopefully.
Right. Speaking of Robux, that just reminded me. What do you have to say about the massive amount of donations that the media team has been receiving? I believe the number is somewhere upwards of 15,000 right now.
Yes, media got donations up to 20,000 Robux, and like I said,
Awesome.
I'm not using these Robux for my personal gain. I log all of the Robux I like take out. And every Robux we use, it's gonna go back into the community. So we're just using these Robux to basically fund our prizes. So for the winter season, I plan to do some massive giveaways with 20,000 Robux. So that would be really good
Okay, right.
for
Okay,
media to like host better things.
just give me. Okay, this is so much confusion. You just have jailed him. That is much easier. Just come here, you.
Can't can't you get jailed for that?
Yeah,
Trespassing,
we can. I
disrupting a.
declared the area as off limits because this is basically trespassing, and I've already warned him once. So okay. So regarding the things that media has planned for winter, one of our viewers is asking that could the prices be, something like in-game tags? Is that possible?
Yeah, you do get in-game tags.
Yeah.
Um, hmm,
I mean, to be very honest, it is
no,
not a bad suggestion. You could, probably talk with
like
staff team about this. You could introduce an event winner tag. It is something that may motivate them to do it, basically.
might do that. I will have to ask the staff team. Like
Yeah,
people,
of course.
a winner could like get a custom tag just for them. Name it whatever they want, as long as it follows TOS.
Right, right.
So
Okay. Speaking
maybe I have
about
to
staff
talk to
team.
staff.
Yeah, speaking about staff team. Not a lot of our viewers would be knowing that a few days ago you got staff team for a whole of 10 minutes. So what was that
Not
all
few
about?
days ago. Okay, so that was like a few months ago, and it's a really cool story. 1 second, real quick. I have to just do. I can't. Never mind. I'm sorry for that. What were you saying?
Yeah. So yeah, the staff team incident.
Yeah, reckless.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize I'd accidentally muted myself. Yeah, the staff team incident.
Oh, it wasn't an incident. It's like a long story. So a few months ago, basically what happened was, um, 1 second. There's like some people coming in podcast area once again. Okay, yeah. So a few months ago, I was talking to Kent about some media stuff. I just wanted Kent to like give media some more like authority so we can effectively do our work. And out of nowhere, he said that he's gonna make me like director of all Imperial departments or something, and then said it's like a staff level position and ranked me staff. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so that was something. I was really happy, but I was also like a bit concerned that if I got free rank to staff, right? I would have gotten like a lot of hate.
Right.
But I think, and also that time I personally think, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't qualified enough to be staff. Right
Right.
now, if I'm gonna be honest, I could be a good staff member because I'm gonna be honest again. I do a lot more than some Imperial High Command members, and I'm much more active. So maybe HI needs a new member to like manage the community as a staff team member. I don't know. That's just my own opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, one of our viewers is asking, will you be in contact with the Knighthood Academy as the Minister of Imperial Education?
Uh, my to the academy like AI.
Yeah.
What do you
If you
mean like in contact with AI? What do
means,
you mean by that?
I guess, is there any influence you have over there, or is there something you're doing to work upon that?
No. Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna undock a few people after this podcast. Okay, anyways. Um, no, I remember before when IEC was led by Mingo and like overseen by Skies, they had like something going with KI. But right now, KI and MI is completely different. And I
Right.
don't want to get involved with KI right now. It, it would be cool if people that graduate the knighthood program could like attend KI, but I don't think that's possible. They have a lot of restrictions. So yeah.
No, yeah, because I believe that the MI program is not strict enough. KI is something that is quite professional and is held to the highest standards. So I don't think that would be happening anytime soon. But anyways,
Ye-
right.
Yeah, also, one second. You know why MI is not that strict like KI? Because we're teaching, like educating people that are like low ranks. We can't like scare us. What the hell? Okay, so I was saying we can't have MI too strict because we're like educating low ranks, and if we are too strict with them, they're gonna get scared and be like discouraged for. Bro, what's happening?
Why are they coughing you again and again? Anyways, lack of training clearly. Anyways, yeah, you can proceed.
I swear, bro.
We'll recommend him to attend the guarding program in an MIE. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was saying, like I said, MI is made for new people, and we don't want to be too strict because we're basically representing HR. And if we're too strict, it's gonna put a bad image out for them. And we
Right.
want to welcome them and want to nurture them in MI.
Right. So, one of the
Yeah.
questions I wanted to ask was a question that is very popular in another game called the Soviet Union. Right, so what is your opinion
Yeah.
on the Emperor? You here?
One second.
Yeah.
One second. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh.
sure.
Okay. So opinion on the Emperor. I think everybody can agree with him. Caleb needs to be more active. I know he runs three or four more projects, but he bought HRE, and I believe HRE has a lot of potential, but without proper leadership from
Yeah.
Caleb, it won't be good. So
Yeah, I mean,
he should be more active and
yeah,
involved.
I mean, he tried to appoint representatives, but it's not working. We need the leader to be active himself, or we need him to pronounce someone else as emperor, and he can stay as owner, of course.
Um, and yeah, like you said, there's a suggestion that was suggested by like many influential people. I think Kent even said that too. That I believe it would be really cool if the emperor rank, instead of being a game owner rank. It's there. It's like a, like KOF, how the king, like,
Right.
it's like the leader of KOF and is like a normal player, right?
Correct.
What would be nice if in HI that would be the same. Like there would be a emperor that leads the community and he would pick his things, and staff team just oversees like the other like leaders and whatever. And Caleb can just be like the director of the game or whatever he wants. But
Yeah.
I
So
think emperor should be more a community role than like a staff team role.
right. So I'd like to tell you about the system that is there in TSU basically. So the system there is basically Viking is the glorious premier, as he is called over there. So Viking is the topmost rank that is achievable, but he has a
Yeah,
rank called deputy premier, right? And deputy premier is something, who is in charge of the management of the game. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Okay, a lot of
I'm
you
going to the
guys are
IG.
getting.
I'm going to the IG.
Yeah, a lot
I
of you
can't
guys
go.
are, I think, getting injoked after this because everything is going on record. Yeah, so, anyways, so
Yeah,
the deputy premier is someone who's overseeing the management of the game, like not from a commercial point of view, but more from a player activity,
community.
those kind of things. Those kind of things. How are
Uh,
you keeping the community active? Right. So, and the premier and the staff team, that is Viking and his staff team, is more focused on the commercial aspect of it. How you are trying to promote the game, running advertisements, that kind of stuff. So that is a very good division of power, I feel, and that way, y- you know, the community doesn't get to complain that the owner is not active because you have someone from the community who is leading the community. You don't have an outsider suddenly coming and saying that, yeah, I'm going to be dictating everything from now on. Okay.
yeah, I agree. So
Right.
that's a
So
good idea.
yeah. So Mr. Red Panda is asking, will the Ministry of Imperial Education focus more on other programs since guarding program has so many instructors?
Okay. Um. Uh, yeah. To this question, the law program is doing really good. It's like really stable, so we don't have to interfere with that much.
It's because of a
Um.
particular instructor, but yeah, yeah. Anyways,
Okay. Uh. So our knighthood program, it's the biggest program out of all of the programs, and like
right,
I've noticed like a flaw we have right now. It takes a really long time for people to get ranked in MI,
correct.
and I'm gonna solve this thing this week, like probably today or tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna divert some resources to the other two programs. Also for the guard program, it was some miscommunication that led them to have like a lot more instructors that they're supposed to have, so that should be fixed soon too. So don't worry, we will fix everything in time.
Right. So a few.
Like
Yeah.
sorry. So I can assure you guys that sometimes people think that I don't do anything. I'll stay in the corner in my cool office just doing nothing. But I can tell you guys, every day I'm looking at my high command and like both of my things I read, like media and I torture my high command. So I like make them do a lot of work. Yeah, so don't worry. Sometimes stuff can be slow, but I am looking at everything, so I will get that thing, like the issue fixed in time.
Right. Right. So a lot of our users are asking, how did you achieve your name? I mean, some of them are asking, did a cat walk
Uh,
over your keyboard, or what was that rage moment where you made your username, which is impossible to type?
so what's I'm lagging really badly. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I named myself like when I was like 11 or something. I don't remember. It was a really long time ago. I don't know what was in my mind, and Oh my god, bro, what did this ID do? Okay, yeah, so I was saying, I don't know how I picked my name, okay?
Right,
Yeah, I really don't know how. It's really long time I named myself. And now I like my name. I have enough funds to change it, but I just like my name. It's part of my personality, It's really nice.
right. So, what are your future career goals in HRV specifically? Are you happy with where you are right now, or do you want to go somewhere further ahead?
Holy crap, bro.
This should be an interesting conversation.
These IDs are gonna get indoced so hard, bro. Oh, okay. Anyways, uh, oh yeah, so my future goals, not gonna lie, I want to, bro. Can somebody arrest this dude, bro?
I already arrested him once. GTA 7. Okay, what the hell is that?
Okay, yeah. What were you saying?
Wait, I lost my chain of thought. Okay, anyway. Ah, yeah, sorry. Career
Yeah,
goals in
yeah.
HR. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I My only goal in HI that is left is to become staff. It's a really, really big goal. Probably I won't achieve that. And we all have some goals that are really big, and that's one of my goals.
right.
Because I really think that this game needs a good community staff member that actually cares about the community and is like active enough. Okay, I've noted this guy's name. Somebody's getting an indoc in MI. Some people are getting an indoc in IG. Huh.
Right.
Okay.
So, speaking about the community, what is your opinion on the HRE community as it is now, basically?
Wha- One word that describes the whole community. Two words actually: toxicity and loyalty.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. This community is really, really toxic, extremely toxic.
Okay.
But this community is also really loyal.
Yeah, I
This
agree
game
with
is
that.
pretty dead and it's not that good, but they should still play this game. It's pretty addicting. Like it's so fun to
Right.
like have power, especially when you're powerful. Right? It's really fun.
Yeah, I think more
Yeah,
than the game, the concept is doing the job, to be very honest.
yeah. It's just the politics of the game. Like,
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
it's really fun.
Okay, so how long have you been active in MI in HRE?
And MI, let me think. Like I, I was in MI for like two distinct parts. I
Right.
I became an instructor in MI during 2022, like during like the winter months, like November,
Right.
December. But then I retired, and then I
Okay.
applied again to MI in like January, like February, January. And
Right.
from a January, February, I'm still here in MI. Now I am the minister. Surprisingly, I always dreamed to become the minister. I wanted to be a minister like really badly. But I always thought it's gonna be impossible. But one day I just got offered, and do you want to be minister? And I was gonna, at that time I could have like rejected the offer because I was scared it's gonna be too much work. But I just went with my gut feeling and I accepted the offer.
Okay. So now we are going to do an interesting thing. We are going to do something called to the point answers. So the questions that I'm going to ask now, you are not allowed to give an explanation for that. Okay, you're just going to say,
Uh,
for example, if I ask who is your favorite member in media, you're just going to say Reckless Python. That's it. You're not going to explain why, or why not, that sort of stuff. You're just
Okay.
going to stay, okay? So because I have some pretty good questions which fit that bill. Okay, so what is your favorite program in MIE?
Nighted education program.
Okay, which is the best duchy in HRE?
Brabant.
Okay, which was your first duchy in HRE?
Brabant.
Okay, which duchy has the best leadership?
Bohemia.
Okay, um, is HRE getting more active or is it getting inactive?
More inactive.
Okay, that ends our segment of quick questions. If we get
yeah,
more questions that fit that bill, we'll do another short one. It was fun while it lasted.
that
So
that is
we have to let Phantom Tavernic, Duke of Brabant, know that he has to send in more donations. Anyhow, um, so when did you start your journey in HRE basically?
1 second. Let me just tell the dev to not update the game right now. So, one, 1 second, 1 second.
Okay, keep sending in your questions. We are getting some very good questions. Can we go up to ADG and all pickaxe him? We can think about that, but considering that I am the HRV's criminal lawyer, I do not appreciate that much. But anyways, we can.
Okay, I'm getting
Yeah,
rest. Holy, I'm getting. Where's my bandage? I'm gonna die, bro.
you're poisoned right now.
I was being assassinated. Huh.
Wait, let me see if heal
Uh,
command works. Okay, it's not working.
oh, bro.
Who the hell is the poisoner?
Oh, us.
Why do I
Sometimes IGs.
why do I have a
Why
feeling
are there
it's
so many
Timmy?
people here? Uh, uh, Not even that famous, bro. Why are there like 15 people here? What's
Oh yeah,
this?
let me just zoom out my camera and show them the crowd. Yeah, this is the basic crowd that we have around the podcast area. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah,
It's
what
a
do you
big
think?
crowd. It's a really big.
Yeah, so what do you think is the duchy with the most potential? Like the duchy which can outperform in the near future?
Bavaria.
Bavaria. Okay.
Because Bavaria is a good leadership. I believe it can outperform every duchy, in
I
my
see. I see.
opinion.
I see. Okay. Which duchy do you think is going to win the CW today? The one that's there in Guatemala.
Um, I'm not sure. And maybe Brabant. I don't know. I heard
Okay.
that Brabant bought land this week. I don't know. Maybe they win. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. I
It's
mean.
it's probably Brabant is like I guess, but it might most likely it's probably just gonna be Bohemia or Bavaria because they're like the powerhouses right now.
Yeah, but to be very honest, both Bohemia and Bavaria lost their duke to some circumstances which should not have happened. To be honest, let's not talk about those circumstances. But in the case
No,
of
but
Brabant,
like
it was more about succession. To be very honest, it was.
yeah,
You felt that the time was close for Nick to retire the way he was. You get to know that when someone's retirement is close, it's never certain. To be
yeah.
very honest. And yeah, so
Um,
Brabant was more about succession, but I think Bohemia and Bavaria have just got a new duke out of nowhere. To be honest.
no, not really because for Bavaria, I know Bavaria they got a lieutenant as a duke, but For Bohemia, I think Lucius was their commander.
Okay.
And not gonna lie, both of their dukes are pretty strong in my opinion.
All
So
right.
the Duchies and they weren't that damaged by the incident.
Right. Okay, I have a feeling that Brabant is going to win the CW 100%. Let's drink to that, I guess. Anyhow, so we are close to ending this podcast. So I would like to request our viewers you
Oh,
can send in your last questions because I'll be very frank, I am out of questions right now. So uh, our viewers can send in their last questions, or else I'll just thank Hasham
yeah.
and let him go. Not that he has
Okay,
much work to do,
while
but
we are waiting, well, what do you
yeah.
mean I don't have much work to do, bro? Yeah, bro, this was a friendship, bro.
Yeah.
I do much more than you.
Oh, do you? Okay. You don't have 5 crores work
Yes.
like me. Okay. Anyways.
Okay, yeah. So I was saying, I'm sorry to interrupt, but while I am on like live YouTube, I was gonna say some things that I want. Well, I think one thing like this question, the thing I'm gonna say, many people might not like, but like UF, right?
Yeah.
They have like full on armor, helmets, whatever, right? While
Right.
media here, the stories in media, I had to fund everything. The armor was funded by me. I had to push everything. We don't get that much resources from HRE. I asked to like I asked staff to like let media give away some game passes every month, and
Mm-hmm.
they like kind of ghosted me on that question, and then I had to do the donation system, and that's been successful. So everything in media is just basically me either funding it myself or it's just donations. And I believe like UF gets like I believe like UF gets like a helmet of sort. I would love for media to have like a hat or something like that.
Right.
That'd be cool,
So,
but probably
yeah.
it
So,
didn't happen.
yeah. So that brings me to a very interesting question. So, as you know, we both have been in our terms as director, respectively. We have been handling this question a lot. That why does media need in-game tags? They all they do is writing work. All they do is nothing much that is, according to them, important. So, what would you like to tell our viewers about that?
All right, simple reason. Simple reason. Why does every duchy have a tag? Why does UF have a tag? Why
Right.
does TOs have a tag? It's so firstly some tags give like admin permission, some tags give authority or whatever. In media, we do so much work for the community, and it's fair to say we deserve some sort of appreciation. So I
Right.
believe a tag or some armor won't hurt anybody. Also, people that think that HI staff and development team like funded a like media team with their armor, whatever, that's not true. All of the armor was purchased by me. I had to commission somebody to make it, as well as the Roblox group. I had to buy it, manage all of the roles, add the roles, everything. So HI just had to like incorporate the stuff into the game code. They didn't have to make anything themselves. So I just want my members to feel appreciated, and I wanted them to have some sort of perk, because every other duchy have like cool armor, helmets. Why can't media have a simple armor and a tag? It
Right.
won't hurt anybody.
Right. So we're going over to our last two questions. Okay, last three questions. Okay, we are ending
Oh,
the question and session now. So first of all, a couple of Imperial Guards are asking in the YouTube chat that what is your opinion on the Imperial Guard?
uh, I have like five peel guys like staring at me, bro. They're gonna bully me after this, but I believe the Imperial Guard is pretty. sometimes it's active, sometimes it isn't. But I remember when I like a few months ago, yeah, Imperial Guard was much more like elite. They had like better skill, you know. I believe Imperial Guard should increase their skill because they're like the guard of the most important people in the game. You know, it would be nice if the Imperial Guard had like more combat skill so they could protect us.
Right. So, next
I'm
question,
getting
which I
praised by
felt was a
Imperial
very
Guard.
interesting question. So, given a chance to rework the Crown Wars, how would you do it?
Hmm. Uh, it's a really it's a
Yep.
really in-depth question. You know,
Right.
Crown Wars. I know it's good, but I would have probably added like more game modes in the Crown Wars. So like, I remember they had this, but they removed it. But they should have like in the Crown Wars game, right? They should have like forts. You know, like the thing they have here, right? Like
Right.
the Viscount fort. Just copy paste that and around the map or something like that in the Crown Wars map, and people
Right.
could like do a special Crown Wars with like capture the fort or whatever. Or like, they're like you know like the territory Crown Wars they had something like
Right.
that. They should
Right.
include that, and also they should add horses back. They're really fun. Made the
Yeah.
Crown Wars game more exciting.
Yeah. Okay. So, another question: if there was one duchy you could add to HRE, which one would you do?
One that you would add to HRE? Let me think.
Yeah. To be honest, if I would, while he thinks, if I were to present my opinion on this, as it is with five duchies, we are struggling for activity. The sixth duchy would just, split the crowd, and we would go towards the downfall of activity again.
Yeah. It, in a logical way, yes. But if we just forget all logic and just want to add a new duchy, um, I don't know. I don't know too much about HRE history, so I don't know how many duchies they had.
Right.
Also, Reckless, you should maybe ask me about my views on KOF. Would be a fun question.
Right. Okay. So we'll end with that. So, what are your views on the Kingdom of France? Last question of this podcast.
Okay, one sec. No stand up for this. Uh, just view the camera on me, like real quick.
Just give me a
One
second.
second.
Let me zoom in
I'm
completely.
gonna.
Okay. Right.
One
You can.
second.
Right.
Well, I need some time. One sec. Okay, listen. I am absolutely against the idea of France. It's well, no. I like France. You know, it's a good way for competition. It's a good idea. But in like a role play perspective, I'm one of the biggest enemies of France you can find in HIE. I'm always actively trying to like weaken France, you know, not in like actually like just like weaken them or like defeating them in fights or whatever. I just want to be better than France, you know. And you see the blood on my helmet. You see
Yep.
French journals. Me and all of HRE will be coming for you, and we will defeat you guys in the next Imperial War they do, hopefully. Yeah. I just wanted to intimidate you guys. Um,
Right.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Jokes aside, the French idea is really good. It adds competition to the game, and also because of that competition, really pushed me to like get better. You know, especially in media. I remember they added like a media team, and that day on forward, I wanted to make my media better. And
I mean, there was no
because of
question
our
about that. Our
efforts,
media was always better. Yeah.
yeah, BFD just didn't have like good leadership structure, and eventually they got removed. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's a victory.
right. So, anything else you would like to add before we end today?
Yeah, a lot of people in HR like really toxic and rude to each other. I want to tell you guys, it's not healthy and it's not good for you guys to like treat this game as real life. Like, stop being so overly man on small things. Like a few days ago when people got banned, you guys were rioting in the chats, and uh, it's a really sad story. But even a TO got like doxxed because one Dutchy, like I don't know what, but a TO got doxxed. That
That was
was
very
really
sad.
bad, really sad. Because people are watching. I'm not implying that anybody's bad, but I want everybody, even me, we could all collectively work together and fix ourselves. And the only way we could make HRE a better place is if we all change our mindset. Every time somebody does something bad, instead of giving him constructive feedback, you start to harass the person. You start to say rude stuff to him. Instead, you could go to his DMs politely, tell him you did something bad, you could improve that. You can improve that by giving him like a free suggestions, something like that. Instead of just writing in the chat, doing like stuff like threaten like people. I'm not gonna say no names or whatever, but people continue. A lot of times people report me for no reason. So yeah,
Right,
people should think before they do anything. They should communicate with the person they're trying to resolve an issue with, And
right,
that's the only way we could make HIV better.
right, correct. Okay, so to add on to that, to add on my point of view to that, guys, there is always one thing that you should practice in any public setting. That is, feedback or criticism should always go in private, and appreciation should always come out in public. That's how you take a step towards positivity. You want to appreciate someone, you do it in public. Go to public, ping that person, say you've done a very good job, you've done an excellent job so far. In fact, I'm going to be talking to Pandas to even release the results of the Thanksgiving application that we did for the Imperial Knights. I mean, that was a good idea. It was something that, encouraged the Imperial Knights that they are doing something good, right? And, everyone here in HRE is only trying to make the game active and, try to play their part towards it. There's no one out here who is here with the intention that no, I'm going to kill HRE, I'm going to kill KOF, I'm going to, bring down the activity so bad that Caleb will be forced to sell the game, and it's going to die, the community is going to die. The point is that no one is coming here with that mindset. Everyone here is trying to do their best to, work on this game. Everyone has different methods, and I don't think any of us have the right to question anyone's methods or tactics in that regard. For example, the Imperial media. We try to do game nights. We try to publish the Imperial Chronicle as a newsletter. We try to host podcasts like these. We try to interact with the community. We try to keep it active. But there are a few section of haters also who say that what is the use of this? What is the use of this? What are you generating from this? To them, my simple answer is community interaction. Throughout this podcast, there has not been 1 minute where the chat over here has not been active. Throughout, I've been looking at the chat. It has been very active. We have had a participative audience. So yeah, if you can't appreciate someone who's trying to contribute, at least don't demean them. Don't discourage them from doing what they are doing right now. So, on that note, I would like to end this podcast. I would like to thank our guest, Hasham, for taking out the time to do this podcast, and of course, to our lovely audience who was very interactive. I would also like to thank the Imperial Guard, even though they ended up cuffing him 5 times, and all the people who were involved in the setup of this podcast, aka one person, a great branch director named RecklessPython, basically. But yeah,
Uh,
right. So
um, also
on that,
I talked with. I talked with IG and they weren't like cuffing me on purpose. It was like a glitch in bugs.
I know that. But
Yeah.
the ever since they added this red kind of thingy that goes around you, if they try to cuff someone inside that red thingy, it ends up cuffing you. So that's somewhat of a
Oh,
glitch. That's somewhat of a glitch
I
that
didn't know that.
yeah, that's somewhat of a glitch over
Oh,
there.
hopefully in today's update they're gonna fix that.
Yeah, I believe syncing was
Uh,
happening.
anyways,
So
anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Alright.
yeah. Thank you guys for watching. It was lovely having you guys on the stream, and even if you're watching after this, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It goes a long way in motivating us to do more of these. And yeah, once again, thank you for attending. We'll see you around. Please do make sure to read the Imperial Chronicle if you haven't already. It's a good edition, right? So see you guys. Bye bye.
Thank you. Good podcast.